Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Haley Wilgus. Thank you for joining us. Our top story at this hour, newly released surveillance video shows the moment a Punta Gorda police officer shot and killed a woman during a Citizens Police Academy training course last August. As
ABC 7's Bobeth Yates shows us tonight, the video isn't the only new development. Bobeth?
Yes, if the newly released surveillance video wasn't enough, Officer Lee Cole is now appealing his termination from the Punta Gorda Police Department.
The incident that started it all is depicted in this newly released surveillance video. Here you see Mary Knowlton step in front of a crowd to role play in a shoot, don't shoot scenario in the Punta Gorda Police Department parking lot. Officer Lee Cole plays the suspect. You see Cole fire his personal gun at Knowlton. Because of its graphic nature, ABC 7 won't show you the portion of the video where Knowlton actually gets shot and drops to the ground. But her husband remembers the details all too well.
I was maybe 10 feet away from her, and I watched this patrolman, who was the bad guy, aim right at her and shoot.
At first, those watching did not realize that Knowlton was actually shot. Officer Cole runs over to Knowlton on the ground, noticing the contrary, that she had been hit with real bullets.
He turned her over and she looked horrible, you know, blood all over the place. And I thought, oh my God, you know, and there was maybe 5 people. They were trying to save her.
Other officers jumped into action to call the paramedics. Her friends stepped back in disbelief. Knowlton's husband, Gary, says following the shooting, police would not let him into the ambulance with Mary and sent him to the wrong hospital, and no one immediately told him her condition.
All I said was, I want to find my wife. I don't know if she's alive or dead.
Knowlton died in the ambulance. The Florida Department of Law Enforcement investigated and found no evidence that Cole intended to shoot and kill Knowlton. Still, he was terminated from the police department. Attorneys representing Cole and the city human resource manager who recommended Cole's termination held a hearing Thursday as Cole appeals the decision.
There were a variety of things that compounded upon one another that resulted in this tragic accident. The truth is the city has decided to hold Officer Cole and no one else accountable.
Now the decision from Thursday's hearing is expected by the end of May. Cole is also facing criminal charges. He's charged with neglect manslaughter and is expected to appear in court on those charges on May 18th. Back to you.
Thank you, Bobeth. State lawmakers are cracking down on dealers who distribute drugs that lead to a person's death. The Florida House is approving a bill that would allow dealers to be charged with murder for fatal overdoses involving certain drugs. Under the new legislation, synthetic drugs like fentanyl have been added to the drug trafficking statute. It would also make it a felony to possess 10 grams or more of such drugs. A similar Senate bill is headed to its last committee stop. The Florida legislature also facing a decision on whether to decriminalize marijuana statewide. Right now, possessing less than 20 grams of marijuana is a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 1 year in jail and $1,000 fine. Lawmakers are now considering a bill that would lessen those criminal charges to civil charges. Possessing less than an ounce of marijuana would be a first-degree misdemeanor with a $100 fine or 15 hours of community service. Right now, criminal defense attorney Derek Byrd says he defends more alleged marijuana users than you would think.
The biggest impact on the system, frankly, would be the money savings. I mean, you know how much money the system would save if they didn't have to arrest, jail, and prosecute people for nonviolent, petty drug offenses like marijuana?
Byrd says law enforcement would also have more time to focus on more serious crimes. The bill is currently in the state Senate. The legislative session runs through May 5th.
Charlotte County celebrating a big milestone. According to the director of Bay Pines VA healthcare system, the county has ended homelessness among veterans. Suzanne Klinker says 113 veterans who struggled with homelessness are now off the streets and are receiving housing support and health care services. It's one of 4 communities in the state and 42 across the country that no longer have homeless veterans. A ceremony to mark the accomplishment will be held tomorrow at the Veterans Memorial Garden at Lashley Park in Punta Gorda, beginning at 11 a.m. Well, here on the Suncoast, we see plenty of boats, but there are a lot more than usual filling up the docks at Marina Jack.
They're on display for the Suncoast Boat Show, and that's where we find ABC 7 Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. He's live at Marina Jack with more on the event this weekend. Bob.
They are priced to move, too. I'm telling you, they've got big sales going on here. This one to the left of me, you can't see right now, but it's a 35-footer. It's a Sea Ray. It goes for normally $468,000. They're going to give it to you for $402,000. That's a pretty good deal right there. Behind me, a 59-footer, bigger one, $3.3 million, and that's the sales price, Scott. So I think we can get you in that. Just come on out on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Just $14 at the gate, get you in. You can check out all different kinds of manufacturers of boats here, and we'll talk to someone who knows about all the boats that are here in just a few short minutes. Talking about the weather, it's always important for this big boat show, and it looks to be pretty good. We are looking at generally fair skies, a few clouds around, but the temperatures are a bit cooler than they were earlier. They've cooled down into the upper 70s to low 80s right near the coast. We have, as I said, just a few clouds. There's one or two lone showers, a sprinkle, if you will, but not much at all here along the Sun Coast, and it should stay that way through this evening. Of course, today is the day they just set up. That high-pressure ridge over the southeast will eventually give way to a frontal system, which may change things up for Sunday. I'll let you know the timing of that system and when it's expected to bring us some much-needed rainfall coming up a little bit later in this newscast. Back to you guys.
All right, Bob, thank you so much. With one major project on I-75 coming close to an end, another one could soon begin in Manatee County.
The Florida Department of Transportation is planning on building another diverging diamond interchange on I-75 at State Road 64, just north of where that other one is already being built at University Parkway. A meeting to go over this plan has just wrapped up in Bradenton. And ABC 7's Rick Adams is joining us live from Bradenton with details on this project. Rick.
Yeah, Haley and Scott, as you mentioned, the meeting just wrapped up a few minutes ago. There was actually a pretty good turnout for a meeting like this. And FDOT answered a lot of important questions regarding the diamond that will be built at the I-75 interchange with State Road 64. The diverging diamond that's currently being constructed at University Parkway, that'll be finished later this year. The State Road 64 project will cost $39 million and will take about 2 years to complete.
Most of the work is contained to State Road 64 itself. We're building a new overpass to southbound on-ramp, but there isn't a whole lot of work other than the on and off ramps to I-75. We're not doing any widening or anything on I-75 as part of this project.
And construction on this project will get underway sometime after Memorial Day. We'll have more on this coming up tonight at 11. Reporting live from Bradenton, I'm Rick Adams. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Rick. Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight.
Getting people up and active in Bradenton, how a group is making it easier to see what the city has to offer. That story and more right ahead.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
I got some really great ribeyes, but my old grill died.
We got a lot of grills here. I show Clay a 3-burner with stainless steel grates. We'll even set it up and deliver it for him.
Ace is the place where you'll feel like you're in grill heaven. Only you won't run into your old grill. That would be awkward.
I'm gonna need more ribeyes.
Don't miss these April Red Hot Buys. 6 convenient Sarasota locations and now open in Bradenton, Northport, and soon Osprey. It's the season of savings right now during the spring clearance event at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Come shop the Suncoast's largest selection of new Jeep Wranglers, or stop by today and drive away in a 2017 Jeep Cherokee for just $18,999. And for a limited time, get America's best value, a new Dodge Journey for as little as $16,599. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
So many times we underestimate the human spirit's drive to recover. We often see people surpass what any of us might have expected initially. The Rehabilitation Pavilion at Sarasota Memorial is the top of the line. It allows us to really bring the patient's recovery to the next level.
At Bacon Furniture's spring clearance event, we've slashed prices on our most popular styles. Look for the red balloons for the biggest savings. Save 30, 50, even 70% off throughout the showroom. Bedrooms, dining rooms, sofas, chairs, recliners, and so much more. All at the lowest prices of the season. Don't miss the spring clearance event going on now only at Bacon's Furniture and Design in Sarasota. Nobody beats Bacon's.
During the past 10 years, Tidewell Hospice volunteers have provided more than 1 million hours of service. They sit with patients, giving caregivers a break. They work in offices. They take their furry friends on pet therapy visits. They even clown around. Every task performed by a volunteer makes a difference in the lives of our patients and their families. Join Tidewell's volunteer team. They're truly 1 in a million. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
There's now an easy way to check out some new attractions, shopping, and dining options in downtown Bradenton. The group Realize Bradenton is launching its new interactive website called walkbradenton.com. The site takes you on a digital guide of downtown and highlights some attractions pretty much only the locals know about, like restaurants and historical buildings. It also features the best places to find public art. The website goes live tomorrow.
Getting around Sarasota County may be a little cheaper for some people tomorrow. Anyone who uses a Sarasota County area transit bus will be able to ride for free. It's part of Tri-Transit Day. Free rides will be available on all fixed routes tomorrow, including the Scat Express and beach routes. Maybe even a bus to the Bayfront to see some boats.
That's a great idea, and we'll see Bob at the Suncoast Boat Show live right after this.
What to do when your heating or air conditioning needs service or, heaven forbid, replacement? Call Air Now today. We've been serving Sarasota and Manatee County since 1946. We offer $49.95 tune-ups, lease or finance options, and remember, service today or it's free.
The Wild Broadway series at the Players Center brings you the classic farce, Boeing, Boeing. It's the 1960s, and our swingin' bachelor is juggling 3 beautiful stewardesses from 3 competing airlines. But what happens when Boeing produces a faster plane? Comedy ensues. Call the Players at 365-2494 or visit us online at theplayers.org. Opening April 26th, it's Boeing, Boeing.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was. I can tell you that you will not find a finer, more professional team of clinicians anywhere in the world.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPV.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
It's been a great day to get outside, get out on the water, and those who are in the market for a new boat can get the best of both worlds at this year's Suncoast Boat Show.
And Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan joins us live now from Marina Jack with a preview of the event, which begins tomorrow. Bob?
That's right. It begins tomorrow. Gates open at 10 o'clock, goes until 7 tomorrow night, then throughout the weekend, too. Lots going on here. And as you mentioned, a lot of boats, over a couple of hundred. And this guy, Chris Fleming, would know all about it, who is from Fort Lauderdale and had the privilege of putting a lot of these boats in right here, right?
Yeah, it's one great big giant jigsaw puzzle that we sit down and we put it all together over a period of several months, and we put it together in a matter of 4 days, tear it down in a matter of one.
And then you move to another show. It's kind of like a roadie. Now, this is got to be somewhat fun, though. You get to drive some of these and these big boats around, don't you, a little bit?
Actually, we don't.
You don't?
No, we let them do all that. We just tell them where to go.
Okay, now when you say they, how many people are manufacturers are here?
There's probably about a good 50 or 60 different manufacturers.
So that's the thing about a boat show is you have to go travel all over the place to look at different boats. They're all here for you. They come, and as I was looking, as I was saying, there's a pretty good prices if you can afford it. I mean, $468,000 down to $402,000. That's a pretty good savings.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, hey, it's out of my price range. I don't care.
It's all relative, right? Yeah.
Exactly. It's only money.
I can probably afford the fuel for maybe a week on that.
That's why we have charters available. You can always charter one of these boats.
And there's little other sizes of boats here too. We're not just talking 35 footers. You can get a 10 footer I saw not too far away from here, and they've got some jet skis and so on and so forth.
Exactly.
So it's a lot of fun.
It's everything that you need. Anything from down to a 10-foot on up to a 100-foot.
I like that. We'll take a look at it this weekend, though. I appreciate your time, Chris, and
pleasure.
I'm glad you got all the docks in shape and the boats all lined up here very properly.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, appreciate it. We are looking at some decent weather right now. Obviously, a little bit windy right now, but a little breeze coming in from the Gulf. As far as the forecast goes, we're not looking at big changes. We'll see a little bit of a frontal system move on down, it looks like, and that'll happen basically on late Sunday. So hopefully it'll be over by then. This shuts down at just after 5 o'clock on, again, Sunday afternoon. Weather headlines read like this: that cold front coming in and cooling us down a little bit. So it'll get cooler on Monday and Tuesday of next week. And Titan radar picture, looking at the clouds out here, there's a possibility of 1 or 2 sprinkles, but not much. There's some rain down to our south. Now, down to our south, there's a high fire risk too, but that does not include us. And we're going to continue to see high fire danger, though, for a while. Currently, we have some sunshine, a few clouds around, and temperatures basically into the upper 70s to low 80s across the region. 82 now at the Sarasota-Braden Airport. Northwest winds are at 13 and the pressure 30.02 inches, and that has been falling slightly as a high pressure ridge is getting knocked around a little bit by the front that's moving in. The high today warmed up to 89, and that's above average. The average high, again, 81. No rainfall, and our deficit now over 7.5 inches for the year. When it comes to rain, we could use a lot more. Temperatures for the area, again, upper 70s to low 80s near the coast. And then lows tonight will be in the mid to upper 60s up and down the coast. A little bit cooler inland. Northport right around 62. We're looking for generally fair skies overnight. As I mentioned, just a slight chance for a sprinkle here or two over the next hour or so. But really not much rain in the forecast until we get to Sunday afternoon and Sunday night and Monday morning. Well, the wind will be out of the east, and it will stay out of the east anywhere from 5 to 10. And the little west coast sea breeze developing in the afternoon. For boaters tomorrow, not too bad out there. Winds will be out of the east, 15 knots to start the morning, and then switch around a little bit to the southwest at 5 to 10. Water temperature at 77 degrees, so that is warming up. UV index will be at 10. Tides on your screen, 7:51 for the next high tide. Low tide will be at 4:15, and sunset at 7:50. Sunrise at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Tonight, look for fair skies after midnight, a few clouds, and a slight chance for an isolated shower. Not much. 64 for your low. Tomorrow looks good, and high temperature will warm into the low to mid 80s near the beaches, mid to upper 80s inland, and we'll have just a few clouds late in the day. Southeast winds will turn around to the west at 5 to 10. The extended forecast is calling for, again, a chance for showers on Sunday. It's not all that high, but 40% we'll take what we can get, being 7.5 inches below average. We'll take all the rain we can get. Now, cooler temperatures, as you see, on Monday and Tuesday. And I must tell you that the Arlene is way out there in the Atlantic. It's the first named storm of the season. We talked about it yesterday. It was a tropical depression or a subtropical depression. So we have a subtropical storm, Arlene, the first of the season. It's not going to have any impact on land. Top winds are at 45, gusts as high as 60 miles an hour with that storm. We'll talk more about that coming up at 11 o'clock. Back to you guys.
All right, Bob, thank you so much. An Englewood family has now tripled in size at Sarasota Memorial Hospital.
Meet Harrison, Preston, Jackson, and Leela. The quadruplets were born on March 28th to Amanda and Kyle Corcoran. They made their public debut today.
There's going to be a lot of laughs, a lot of tears, from both them and from us, I'm sure. But we feel really blessed that we get to raise these 4 beautiful babies, and it's going to be an exciting journey.
The babies are still in the neonatal intensive care unit at SMH. They will be released in the coming weeks, closer to their original due date at the end of May.
Hi, I'm Linda Carson. Coming up on Suncoast Scene, looking for entertainment this weekend? We will show you where you can score big time.
Tonight, the nuclear threat from North Korea to Iran.
Iran's provocative actions threaten the United States, the region, and the world.
Is the White House putting the world on notice? World News Tonight with David Muir is America's most watched newscast.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help. With Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sonny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
What Florida city is best known for spaceflight?
Cape Carnival.
Cape Carnival? Close enough. What condiment includes vinegar, molasses, and anchovies?
Westchester sauce?
Close enough. And now, a word from our sponsors.
One-off from the Florida Lottery. Now available for pick 2, 3, 4, and 5 games. Miss by 1 on any or all numbers and still win.
Why settle for less? Get more for your money at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Nobody beats Subaru in service, quality, vehicle quality, and overall quality. And ALT named Subaru the 2017 top brand for residual value. Now lease the most fuel-efficient vehicle in its class, a new Subaru Outback for just $229 a month, or get 0% financing with complimentary maintenance included. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
When you want to get away from it all, to a place where you can do everything, or nothing at all, surrounded by natural beauty and all the modern amenities you might desire, then you'll want to be here at the Wannabe Inn on the beautiful shores of Manasota Key, Florida. To plan your escape, log on to wannabeinn.com.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
Earth Day is coming up on Saturday, and Oscar Scheer State Park is celebrating with free admission and all kinds of exciting activities and exhibits.
And more than 250 boats are on display at the Suncoast Boat Show next to Marina Jack. That's not all, though. ABC 7's Linda Carson has more in Suncoast Scene.
Verdi's back in town. Gloria Musici presents Verdi's Requiem Sunday afternoon at 4:30 at the Sarasota Opera House.
Everything in it is a top 10 hit, if you will. I mean, everybody recognizes a lot of the music that comes from it. We're presenting this in cooperation and collaboration with the Sarasota Orchestra, the Master Chorale of Tampa Bay, and 4 extraordinary soloists from around the country.
One of the soloists is mezzo-soprano Robin Rockland. She loves Verdi's Requiem.
He brings to life the most exciting parts of Revelation and the ecclesiastical text that he uses. And he does it with when the trumpets scatter on the final day of judgment. You can hear the trumpets scattering all around the theater. It's just a thrill.
And it's Jazz in the Ballpark at Ed Smith Stadium Saturday from 7 to 9. Last year this concert was a sellout, so you'd better get your tickets early at the Orioles box office. The Sarasota Jazz Project Big Band will take the field.
You're going to hear an evening of great big band jazz, which celebrates the history of big band jazz through the decades.
And they're bringing some great guest performers.
Our featured act tonight, Saturday night will be music of the Andrews Sisters, and this will be performed by Michelle James Prine and her trio, which goes by the name of the Swing Sisters.
And now that spring training is over, the Orioles welcome other forms of entertainment on their ball field.
And that's really the Orioles' goal, to make this a community venue so that people can come here for a multitude of events.
And if you'd like to help the needy in our community, the ladies at St. Martha's Catholic Church are reaching out a hand to help them with a fashion show called Crumpets and Tea.
We're going to start off with some casual, and then we dressy casual, and then party wear and formal wear.
Fabulous outfits you'll find right here on the Suncoast are supplied by Lilia Kentz.
I'm wearing the dress as a couture. Models will be wearing ready-to-wear line, bridal, and couture line as well.
And these lovely gowns are just a taste of what you'll see at Crumpets and Tea at St. Martha's Catholic Church in downtown Sarasota, Saturday morning at 11:30. Linda Carson, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Linda. Plenty to choose from.
Oh, I know. Plenty of boats to choose
Yeah,
from, too,
that too. Wish I could afford them.
World News Tonight with David Muir is next.
We'll see you tonight at 7. Have a great evening.
Introducing the all-new Alfa Romeo Giulia, a performance masterpiece. Race-inspired handling and lightning-fast response times take your drive to the next level. Find yours at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate or shop at Goodwill,
I am creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
I was always worried and scared. Mom was in pain. She wasn't going to get any better, and all the trips to the ER were painful for all of us. Then we called Tidewell Hospice, and everything changed. Now she has care in our home when she needs it, surrounded by family. We know we don't have much time left with Mom, but we decided to make the best out of that time. Tidewell Hospice, it's more than you think.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
At Bacon Furniture's spring clearance event, we've slashed prices on our most popular styles. Look for the red balloons for the biggest savings. Save 30, 50, even 70% off throughout the showroom. Bedrooms, dining rooms, sofas, chairs, recliners, and so much more. All at the lowest prices of the season. Don't miss the spring clearance event going on now only at Bacon's Furniture and Design in Sarasota. Nobody beats Bacon's.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Giulia from Alfa Romeo. Appearance. Performance. Power. Find yours at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.